I hope I can do justice for the reading and who I'm reading for today. I want to welcome you to or back to the channel. I'm Crystal. I do readings for the collective. I also have a podcast, which is a side note. But if you've been called to this reading, whether it's the thumbnail or the title, or else it just came up randomly on your feed, I'm going to ask that you trust that there's a message in here. I'm speaking specifically to somebody. Let me just tell you the energy I'm picking up on to begin with. I am speaking to somebody who's been to war and back. I feel like somebody who has seen things in their life that they wouldn't even wish upon their worst enemy. I think you have a very good heart. I think you've seen really brutal days of your life. I think you know that life can change in a heartbeat, or it has in the past. And in a weird way, because of that, you carry an armor, or are always armored up, prepared for anything that life may throw at you. I also think that you may have done things in the past that you are not proud of. I do think there has been enough time and space and gap between that you've had time to reflect, and you're conscious of it. And in a weird way, I mean, you show remorse. You're not proud of it, but you've learned from it. And because of that, you have an intellect, you have a wisdom. I also think for who I'm reading today, you have a goal in mind. You are very determined to reach this goal at any cost. And I don't wonder if the ultimate goal is to find peace. And maybe it has been peace or happiness, which is associated to your, this is where I pray that I can get the message across, that it is the message that is coming in today that is being asked to be received for you, the viewer, is a different way of perceiving of how to get to this goal that you ultimately want. Let's begin. I've played a spread of tarot, and we're going to end with the oracle card, but immediately, so this is the energy I'm picking up before I've laid the cards, and now I'm reading the cards, and our underlining energy is the Four of Swords. This indicates that healing. You've had enough time from the heartache of whatever is thrown at you. I feel like you are in transition, looking for that peace, for that stability, for serenity. Doesn't say that, but I say that. This is the underlining energy. This is the recuperating. I think you've seen a lot of dark days, and I kind of feel like your soul is exhausted. For somebody I'm speaking to, I feel like, just give me peace. I want the next thing in life, but your past is carried with you. See, I say serenity because I do think you're looking for something different. I think you want something different. The heart of the spread comes with the Mossy Trail, the oracle card that best represents you. It's peace, reflection, and stillness. She's venturing into the unknown. I don't see a path there, really. It says the Mossy Trail. I feel like she's kind of finding her way, feeling into it intuitively, of where she wants to go. But I think that's where your struggle is, because the internal, the crossing energy that's crossing you right now, I feel like it's about self-regulating. What you've experienced up to this point in your life has been a war. I think you've faced, and use that war analogy for anything, any trauma that you've had to undergo, that you've experienced, that you've seen. But I feel like you are in a place where Spirit says you're no longer at war. You don't have to be at war. You don't have to. But because you're used to it, I feel like you're self-regulating is a real challenge for you. It comes with the King of Cups as the challenge. It's feeling into that intuition, knowing where you're being pulled to, but in the same breath, maybe for the first time, learning to face the hard emotions. I want to be careful with that again. Self-regulating. I want to say self-regulating is the word. Because now you have nothing to fight, because you have finally found a place of peace. Even it's in the Mossy Trail. Maybe, the analogy, oh my gosh, I'm coming. Oh, what's his name? I'm going to put it, I'll find the quote and I'm going to put it up here. Dang it, I love the man. Why is it? But I'll put the quote up here. But he basically says, I'm losing my mind, so I must go to the wilderness to gain my sanity. I'll find it and put it up there. But that's kind of, and I think you have gone to the wilderness or you have found a safe haven, but all of a sudden now it's kind of quiet and you've always been in fight or flight mode. And I don't think you know what to do with the calmness. So I ask, from your point of view, what's going on in your world? I think it's associated to this goal. Whatever this determined, I'm going to conquer. Because it comes with the Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So is this financial? Is this something like you're thinking, I will be happy once I make it to the King of Pentacles. I am juggling the finances. Maybe I feel a lack of. Maybe I'm feeling Pentacles are usually financial, but I feel like for you, the way you're seeing it is I am here and this is my goal. Now, when I see Pentacles, yes, it can be financial, but I'm going to say right now, for me, and a lot of my readings, when I see Pentacles, it's bringing an idea and making it tangible. So maybe you're juggling ideas and you're like, well, which one do I go for? Da, 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 da. But ultimately, this is my end goal, and that is what I'm focused on. So I ask Spirit, what's going on? From a higher point of view, seeing Ariel and the whole 9 yards, and knowing this person I'm reading for and their heart and everything, what is going on? It's the Queen of Cups. Is there any reason that is the energy that you are struggling with? I look at this as what Spirit's saying. You are an intuitive person deep down. I think you have experienced enough things that you have the ability to discern energies, intentions. But I feel like Spirit's also saying, are you struggling to find your own grounding in your own emotion? Coming back to your roots, to your soul. And when I say that, coming back to emotions and recognizing that our emotions are nothing more than messengers. There's a message trying to be delivered. And because it's coming up from the way Spirit sees it from the point of the problem, is I'm not sure that you're taking the time to fully listen to it. I don't wonder if you've been on hyper stimulated stimulants of outside noises that coming inward is the new challenge. So I ask, what's the piece of advice that you have? And it comes with the Ace of Swords. I had to meditate on this for a minute, guys. I'm taking in all the energy, the pre-meditation feelings, what I'm dealing, everything. And with the emotions being, I feel like in pre-meditation, right, I'm getting a lot of sword energy, very analytical, very if you know the sword's history, if you follow the tale of it, it's a messy road. It's the one suit that's actually filled of trial, like lies, deceit, heartbreak, betrayal, in your head, mental exhaustion. The swords have endured a lot of heartache. So I'm going to the piece of advice, the Ace of Swords, and you struggling with the emotions, both from Spirit's point of view and your crossing energy, and you focusing on the tangibility of everything. I can't help but Spirit saying, come back to your center, to your roots. And maybe take the time to get crystal clear on what it is that you really, really want. Are you tying your peace to financial success? Are you tying your reflection, the stillness, the ability to sit with oneself? Have you been able to do that? As you sit with yourself, you're going to have this breakthrough, the revelation, the aha. And I think in doing so, in that revelation, that aha, that breakthrough of clarity, in the ability to sit still with these energies, maybe for the first time in your life, it is a process, right? On your adventure of wherever you're headed, whatever your goal is, and in your determination, you'll maybe for the first time be able to maneuver your life with that sense of peace, with that sense of pace, because the potential outcome comes with the King of Swords, but in reverse. The King of Swords upright is one of our most flighty, supercharged, reckless knights. He gets an idea of where he's going, and he's going to go without really giving it much thought. And if you don't map out the trail, or you don't know where you're headed exactly, it might actually send you back 5 steps. And you may have found that you're kind of for some of you, you may feel like you've been in a cycle, trying to find, coming back to this Mossy Trail, back to that reflection, back to what is my goal, finding stillness, finding peace. But then the moment you do that, you're back in the cycle of, well, if I can only get past this, then I can get this. I feel like Spirit's saying your peace, your goal, is going to be found within and not external. Take that as that resonates. Yes, it's almost that manifesting energy. Seek it first within, and then too shall it appear on out. If you're looking for, and I don't know why this is coming to my mind, if you want your end goal to be on your own nice big house with the big porch and the rocking chair and your peaceful view of whatever you choose, I think Spirit's saying, first you have to find that peace within, and then the rest will manifest without. When you find that clarity, what it is that you're really seeking, and realize that at first it comes within, and then so comes without, in the Knight of Swords, will you be able to map where you're headed? Seek more clearly and maneuver with all that wisdom that you've gained, insight, and harmony. I'm hearing harmony. Well, we'll go ahead and finish with an oracle card. Sorry, I have to feel into it. Let's see if we get a piece of advice. If this is resonating with you guys, if you let me know by liking, sharing, commenting. If you haven't been a part of the tribe yet, I welcome you. Energy is intimate. It's something I don't take lightly. So thank you for allowing me to tap into somebody's world, deliver a message. I hope this has been helpful for you. On a side note, I'm also doing podcasts every Sunday. We talk about everything spiritual. I upload both on YouTube And I've got a channel over on Spotify and Apple. So if you do either of those platforms, I would come to my homepage of YouTube and you'll find the link, and I ask you to come follow me over there. There's nothing, I just love watching our community grow. We're all in this together. That's my little shindig for you guys. Let's see. Piece of advice. You know, sometimes I feel like it's kind of hard to put these messages out there because I think, like, they're not gonna want to hear it, Spirit. Like, they think if they're in, you may, if you're feeling kind, like, I almost feel like, well, maybe they're hard-headed and they can't see it, but I have to remind myself, if you found this message, then you're ready. Then you're ready to hear the message. You're ready for that guidance. You're ready to be a little softer with yourself. Let me find it and we'll read it. Here we go. Light. Choose to seek out the light in your life. Focus on the light that burns bright within your heart, and you will illuminate the darkness that you feel surrounds you. There's no need to fear the unknown. Embrace all parts of yourself and the full experience of life. By facing your shadows, you will move into a new-found sense of balance and peace. Your affirmation: I face my shadows with love in my heart and transform them into ever greater light. I seek out the light in my life, and I am grateful for my many blessings. Namaste. Beautiful. Again, thank you for allowing me to tap into your world. Just slow down. Remember where you're headed, what it is that you actually want. First within, so without, as above, so below, right? I have so much love for you guys. And until next time, namaste. Mwah.